Okay, welcome back to Untitled Technology, and my name is Edu Amankwa Isaac. You can call me Ike Software Original, and that would be nice for me. Um, Couple of days ago or weeks ago, we were working on a church management software, which was created by Untitled Technology um, app programming students, and we didn't completed that section at all. So we are going to work along with it. Now we were on the home page. We were able to um we were able to work along with the home and then the add new. So when we debug it, or when we start it, you can see that we have coded the home and then the add new. But before we get started to do something, let's do some revision on how it works, right? So I'll just go by projects and then go to church management software settings, and then under the start option I will go to the form 1, right? That is my splash screen. So let's start it again. Then now this is the loading screen. As you can see here, this is the loading screen, and then after the loading screen is being successful, then it pops up a security checkpoint. Then you need to insert a valid username. So let's put in admin, password to be admin, and as you can see, when I log in, it will tell me invalid username or password found. That means the username and then the password we used is incorrect. So I need to go to forget password, and then we will say who is the founder of the church, and then I will go by answering it to see if I have it right. Pastor Paul, a J, and then I validate the answer. Now I have validated the answer successfully, so I can now create a new account. So this will be admin, and then the new password would be admin, and then the new question. For the question, I will choose who created the software. Then I will use Ikesoft. Alright, so I create a new account, and then you can see that it's being recovered, account recovered successfully. And then I'm going to add it, and then add mine. And then now I sorry, I didn't tap it well, so add mine. Now I wow, ADMIN, that is my password. Was my caps lock on? I don't know. Okay, let's forget the password again. Who is that is admin, who created the software. Admin, change password. I can't. Yeah, okay. So let's see, admin, and then the password also should be admin, right? Okay, so we have logged in successfully. Sorry. Now we saw that when you go to add new, it pops up this dialog, right? Then when you go to home, it just directs you back to the home page. Now when you click on save, after let's say putting in some information, filling in some informations here, then only you can click on save. So we will be deleting this save for now, so that we will be adding some buttons to this later, so that you will use it to save it, right? So let's see how to work along with the database, the SMS, the BD notification, and then the settings, so that you can work along with all those things before we come to the save using buttons and other stuffs in this. So guys, yeah, so let's start to do something. And then yeah, so stop your debug, and then sorry, go to your church management software settings again. Instead of form 1, choose homepage, because we will be working on the homepage more than we need we need the rest. So the first thing we need to do is just delete this, right? And then just sorry, undo that. But instead of let's bring that one here, somewhere here, and then let's highlight everything, and then let's bring it here. Yeah, and then for the from the SMS, let's bring that one back here, and then let's arrange this so that it will be more nice and beautiful. All right, yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Okay, so now instead of the save, we will say I don't know, I want us to use email messenger for now. So let's say instead of the save, we will say bulk emails. And then I think we have to do some basic corrections here concerning the add new page, that is this one, right? Instead of the we need to add from the location, we need to add something like sorry, contacts, right? That is the contact number. So let's see, yeah, let's call it contacts, and then let's add one text box that will be here. Yes, all right, so the person will just input his delegates here. Let's see if it is all right. I think it's been yeah, it's been good in there. So contacts, and then instead of address or location, we will say address or email, not location. Address is the same as location. Email, so if the person doesn't have an address, the person will type his or her email inside this section, then the date of birth, and then everything. So save your project and then rebuild it again so that it will take effect in the other page, that is the home page. So now you can see that it will just take an effect here so that it works perfect. Now let's work on the database. For the database, I would like to give a database a user control, right? I would like to give the database a user control. So let's go to project, add sorry, I added a form but not the form I want, user control, and then let's call this user control database, right? So on this database platform, we are going to add a data grid view. Yeah, we are going to add a data grid view, and then we will dock it to the parent container. Perfect. Then what we're gonna do is instead of using a normal data grid view here, we're going to delete this one, and then we are going to let's go to the database, and then let's rebuild the project again so that it will take effect from our user control here. So let's go back to the add new. Now you can see that we have the database here. Click on the database and then control drag to the size you want it. Now you can see that the database is here. The reason why we are doing this is anytime we do some settings or we do something here, it will take effects here, right? And then at the same time it will be taking effect in the database. So what we are going to do is just leave it like that, and then don't forget to save your project, and yeah, save it. Yeah, save your project. Now let's create a new user control, and then we are going to call this um, database info, right? That will be the database info. So we just enlarge it, and then we will be adding some few buttons, but you don't worry. Let's add a group box. Yeah, we're gonna add a group box, and then concerning the group box, yeah, we are going to add a group box, something like this. Yeah, and then inside the group box, we will control the color to be this color, and then we will just clear the text, and then we will add a database. Yeah, then on the database, I want us to arrange it very well so that it will just look nice and attractive, you know. Do that. All right. Okay, so here will be where our buttons will be, and then let's give it a space where we will be writing some other styles there. So let's go to the I am very lazy in typing, so I will just go here and then do some copy, and then come to the database info, then I paste it. You see, simple, basically simple. Then instead of the color blue, I will just choose white, right? And then instead of the text, add new person. Let's say all database informations. All right, so this place will be where your database informations will be. So let's say if you want to see the number of people you have in the church, you will just see everything here, and then it will work fine for you. Everything will work very nice for you. So let's add some few buttons. We are going to add one button here, and then this button will be our delete. Let's use delete. Then let's copy and paste it, and then we will say for the delete we are going to use update. We're going to update it, and then instead of the update, it will say move forward. So I'll just use these two arrows, and then I'll paste again, and then I'll just use these arrows. Perfect. And then I will paste again, and then instead of this I will just write search. So for this one, it's gonna search the database to see what we have inside the database. So let's add a text box. Then I will just add the text box. I will multi-line it first, and then I'll just add the text box. Perfect. But I would like to okay, let's go. So for this I would like to manage the database here, and then let's give it a space, and yeah, I would like to, all right, for the database, I think we need to work on that issue very nicely. Okay, let's work on this so that it can be very nice and looking great. So let's add a picture box, right? Let's add a picture box here, and then for this picture box we'll just show the person's we will delete the update because we won't update anything here, but we can rather delete it, right? We can rather delete it here. I don't think we should get the edit portion, so let's remove the delete, and then let's add only these sections, yeah, because we will kind of delete it in our edit database section. So we are going to add up some basic things here, which will just indicate some settings in our database. So this will be the image for the profile, right? So this will be the person who will be in the database, and then we are going to add these buttons, right? All right, so let's arrange all these things, and then I think we are good to go. So the search will be here, and then I would like to stretch my database, and then from here, from this part, you can you can add any information you want to add there, and it's kind of good, so yeah, I would like to add some special plugin called digital let's add clock, analog clock, sorry. So I'll be adding yeah, I'll be adding analog clock control, and it's a special plugin. If you want some, just holler me, and you'll get some. So there's the special plugin I'm just adding, and I don't want this space to be empty. That is why I'm just putting this one there. So I just need to for this I need to remove the anchor. For the anchor, I need to clear everything so that the anchor will be quite okay. So I just clear everything so that it will just fit to that section. All right, so let's go to build and then rebuild it again so that it will just show up in our toolbox. Now you can see that we have the database. So go to your home page, and then now you can see that we have database info here. Click on that, and then click here once. Then go to your doc style, and then use fill. So automatically it will fill it, but when you start it up, you will see that it's kind of good, so we need to code it. So let's go to the database, double click on that, and then what you will say is database info 1 dot bring to front. So that is the basic code for that, so that it will just when you click on that one, so when you click on database, you see that you have the database control here. Now you can see that you will see all the database. Let's say I add a new person here, and then a new email, a new contact, a new age, male or female, elder or presiding elder, baptism, yes. If the person is baptized, select image, then you select the person's image. As soon as you click on save, it will save here, and then at the same time when you go to the database, it will save here, and then you see the person's picture here. Now if you have a lot of information here, you can just click on next, and then it will be repeating those stuffs, like it will be going one after the other. So you can search anything here, but we need to work on the front side of the search. So let's work on that and see how best it works. So on the database, let's try to type something here. All right, then let's go into the font size, and then I think for the font size we're gonna use 18 for example. to see if it is okay. Yeah, perfect. So I think 18 is okay. Then let's clear it. Right, then for the color we can use gray. I think gray is kind of good. So when we type it, yeah, I think gray is kind of good. All right, so that is it. Now let's go to the home page once again. That is the home page design. Then the bulk SMS, the bulk emails. Let's try to import some nice image inside our projects. So I'm just gonna go straight to okay, I don't know where my resources are, but okay, all right. All right, so I would like to use this icon here as a bulk SMS messenger, and then it will work nicely for me. So let's see how best we gonna work on the bulk SMS. You see, we need to get a list box, and then a list box containing email addresses. Right, we need to get a list box which will be containing email addresses. So let's create a new user control, and then for this one we will call it bulk email. Right, so this one we will call it bulk email, and this one too, I would like for us to add a group box as we always do. So we will add a nice group box, and then for this group box color, I like to use the same color here, and then I won't be needing any text here, so let's forget about that now. Then let's add a list view, list box, sorry. So I'm going to add a list box here, so this will be indicating my emails. So let's add a label, and then for this label I will be choosing bold and 18. All right, then the for color I will be choosing white, and then the label as well, I'm going to rename it emails. Right, emails here. Then I'm going to add a rich text box, and then that rich text box will be here. Right, it will be somewhere here, and then I'll add a text box. That is, I'll add one text box here, then I multiline it. All right, I'll work on the text for now. So for this one I think it will be 12. 12 is, let's use 16. Okay, so it will be 16. So let's clear it, and then we will be calling this one mail from. So this will be the person the mail is from. So if you are the person sending the message to the other people, then you need to add your email address there, then to mail to. Right, so the person you are sending the mail to will be the person, the person's email will go here, right, by typing it here, and then this will be the body of the message. Right, so let's add a subject to that. So let's go up, but this will be the body. Ready? Okay, body, this will be the sorry, let's add it like message body. All right, then let's copy this and paste it here, and then actually we're gonna call this subject. So the subject will be the topic of it. The subject will be, let's say, a notification message, maybe any message at all, right? You want to give the person a message, right? So let's say information, maybe an important message, important notice, or anything like that. Then you just put it there. So you can go ahead and then customize this anyhow you want it to be. Then it's your own choice, you know. So any email you will be putting here, email address here, will be reflecting in your bulk SMS list box, so that when you select the person's on the settings, you can go to the properties of it, and then we have something called the use checkbox, right? So for the checkbox, you can enable it so that you can just choose, you can select what you want to add, right? So let's see if we can see the checkbox. Okay, multi-column scroll, item height, yeah, let's see, use checkbox. Okay, if we can see it, still it'll work, so you don't worry, we know how to work on that. So yeah, let's see how best is going to work. Yeah, so that is it. Then we just add some little buttons here. So we add some 2 buttons, and then one here, and then the other one here, and then we add another one here. That will be our close, and this will be clear, and then this will be our send, right? Actually the email and then the SMS box sender, they all looks like the same thing, but it's kind of a little bit complicated. So just anchor, turn everything off for the group box, then rebuild your project. Now go back to your home page, then you can see your bulk SMS email here, then click on that. Now you can go to dock, then you dock it to the parent container, right? Then you double click on the bulk email, sorry, then you say that bulk email 1 dot bring to front. So actually when you start it up, you will see that the bulk SMS is working, and the database is working, the add new is working, the home is working as well. So you need to work along with all these things. Yeah, I decided to do this in private so that you can do it on your own, but I think of it and see that we need to, that is why we are learning, so we need to learn something so that everything will be kind of good. So when I click clear, something should happen, and I click close, it should send me back home, and then we will be doing all those codes, so you don't worry. Now we are going to the SMS. We have completed the bulk. We are going to the SMS, and then we will be working on the BD notification later, and then the SMS sender as well. So we are going to work on the SMS sender, and then we end the lesson for today. No, we will be working with the SMS sender, Yes, and then we end for today, so that on the next lesson we're gonna learn, we're gonna see how to work on the BD notification, and then the settings, and then the exit. Then we jump to the major coding. That is the main thing. So let's close everything, and then let's go to the home. Sorry, the bulk SMS is the same thing. So we will just click on the group box, control plus C, copy everything including everything in the group box, go to project, add new user control, and then let's call this bulk SMS, right? So for the bulk SMS tool, what you are going to do is what you copied, just paste it, and then it will just replace everything. So this, instead of email, it will be contacts. So it will be displaying your contacts here, and then this will be the message for the person, and then yeah, then let's say message for the person. So I think all these should be deleted, and then we just need to go up, and then all these should be going up, and then I think sorry, do that. All right, so I think it should be something like something cute, something like it, and then yeah, it will be something like this. You know, it shouldn't be something complicated or other stuff. Yeah, so it should be something like this. So after typing the message body, just select the contact, and then you click on you know, send message, then it's sending. You can clear the text, and then everything will clear. We'll be coding that as well. So let's see, we are done with the SMS sender. So let's call this red, then I think it's kind of good. Maroon, let's call it red, then it's kind of good. All right, so let's rebuild the project again, and then let's go to the home page design. So I can't see my home page design, so I'll just go here and then select my home page design. Now I will just go by bulk SMS, click it, and as usual, as you know how we always do it, we just go to the dock, and then we fill it, right? Then it will just fill it. Then let's double click on the SMS sender. So we will say bulk SMS sender one dot bring to front. Now I hope we are done. Don't forget to save your project, and then yeah, so SMS is here. You can type any message you want to send to the person, then you select the contact, then you send it clear, then it will clear, close, and then it will just turn you back to home. And then so we are done. We are going to work along with the BD notification and then the settings on our next lesson for the day. So thanks for enjoying this particular lesson concerning database management software. Yeah, so shout outs to Mr. James Akon, and then to all members of Untitled Technologies. And don't forget, my plugins are there. If you need some of the special plugins, as example like the clock, your data stuffs, your keyboard, extra keyboard, and other stuff for designing your interface, don't hesitate to hit me up so that we can link up. So thanks guys for this opportunity learning educational platform. So see you in our next lesson, and have a nice day. Until we meet again, shout outs and bye bye.